You as an adult, you can't tell me that all these things you mentioned here is really happening, and yet you choose to stay. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I want to start today's video by saying that I will forever hold women accountable. Yes, I will forever hold women accountable for men misbehavior. You heard me right. I will forever hold you women accountable for men's misbehavior. You will see what I'm talking about in a short while. So I came back from work not long ago. As you can see, my eyes is still kind of swollen from night shift, and I decided to just rest for a while. And while I was on bed, I was just scrolling and scrolling, and I saw this particular video that I'm here to talk about. I believe that if any man is continuously misbehaving, is because a woman allows it. And I was listening to the video. I must say that I did not pity that woman. So from the look of things, this particular woman should be at least 30 or 30 above. Okay? And I believe that she's an adult. She should know her worth. She should know her values. So if you have decided to stay, it's because you choose to stay. And also, let us remember that misbehavior is a choice. Okay? It's something that each and every one of us decide to do because someone allows it to happen. Like I said, I didn't feel pity for her because she's an adult. But the moment it touches the child was when I was triggered. And I wasn't okay. And that is why I'm here to rant about it. And this is another reason why I always tell women to get something doing, no matter how little. Get something doing. Because the person in your situation is the only way a man will trap you down, because they know that you have no means of survival. They know that without them you cannot survive. I'm going to attach the video. Guys, just watch this video, I beg, because I'm kind of angry. I'm really angry. So watch.
A finger down. If he would call you by 3 a.m. to wake up and make semo for him and a egusi soup with freshly stitched episiotomy. Put a finger down if you would get infection, chronic infection, every week whenever he touches you because he's a dirty cheat and you'd never protect himself properly. Put a finger down if you would get angry and go out for days and not call or check on you or the baby, and he would come home after days and he would tell you that you dare not give him attitude because he's the man in the relationship. Put a finger down if he would command you to feed a 2-month-old baby only twice a day so that it does not become a glutton when it grows up, and when the baby starts crying out of hunger, he'd pick him up and lock him in the bathroom. Put a finger down if he got you pregnant exactly 2 months after you had your baby, and during an argument, a heated argument, he pushed you and you fell on your bottom and you lost the pregnancy, and you told him that you have miscarried because you were bleeding and he didn't bother to take you to the hospital. Put a finger down. A finger down if he sent you to your mom's place at 8 months pregnant and he never called nor checked on you until you had the baby. Put a finger down if he says that none of your family members are allowed to come see you in his house. So even your own mom starts sneaking around. She comes whenever he's not around and she leaves before he comes back. Put a finger down if you have to call or text him to take permission before you pick things to eat in the house. Even noodles, you have to tell him like, hey, I'm going to take 2 noodles because I'm hungry. Put a finger down if whenever you close from school, because you're a part-time student and you go to school with a newborn baby, and it's too late in the night to get a bus to take you home, he'd never come to pick you up. He would rather have you sleep inside the mosquitoes in class, and it has 2 cars, fully filled. At this point, I don't know how many fingers I've put down, but guys, put a finger down if you give you 20,000 naira to go from where you stay to Yaba and bring back 10 pieces of clothes for your baby. 10 pieces of clothes for your baby. And the 20,000 naira includes transport to and from. And you often order one of his own t-shirts online for 45,000 naira. Put a finger down if he takes you to the store every 2 weeks, the mall every 2 weeks for grocery shopping, and he buys the cheapest things for you and your baby, and he buys the very expensive things for himself. Put a finger down if his family would often say, oh, it's part of the nature of a man to cheat. It is your job as a woman to find a way to bring him back home because it's the one that is to marry you. You're not the one to marry him. I don't know how many fingers I've put down, guys. A finger down if he's never dashed you. Because that's not okay. If he's never dashed you 10K before, and he says you don't need money because whatever you need, you have to come and ask him because he's the man of the house. Put a finger down if he found out that you went for an interview in secret, a job interview in secret, and he went and told his family, and they started keeping malice with you because you went to an interview, you went for an interview. And eventually they called you and they said, why would you actually have to go for an interview to get a job when he wants you to be a full housewife and he's taking care of you? I don't know. I shall put a finger down. And lastly, guys, put a finger down if the chronic infection that you got almost led you to having a premature delivery at just 7 months. And you had to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of naira at the hospital just so the doctors can find a way to hold the baby up until the baby is of term and can come to the work. And he wasn't there. And you called him and he blocked you. Bye, guys.